Wow. So this is my first time using a voiceover recording, and I did not know how to do it. So I just went through recording myself, and I was not recording. So today I am cleaning up my 2-year-old's room. He's a 2-year-old boy, and his room gets messy, ever so often. I think I haven't cleaned it in maybe like 5 days or something. I try to clean it twice a week and then change his sheets whenever his sheets need to be changed. Since he's 2, he is sleeping through the night, but he will pee his bed, so you got to change the sheets as frequently as they need to be changed, girl. It's a lot. There's a lot of stuff that you don't think about before you have a baby, but I'm not complaining. It's all good in the neighborhood. So right now I'm trying to tell him that he needs to pick up his room. He doesn't want to listen to me, and I'm not hurting him. I'm just holding him. He's trying to, not stand up, and I'm telling him, like, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to put you down. I don't want you to fall, but you need to clean your room. I had to get to counting, girl. He wasn't listening, so he had to take a time out. And I really like timeouts. Timeouts work for us because he has a crib. He has his own room, so it's easy to just lock him up. And he will stay in this timeout for 2 minutes. I actually read somewhere that babies should be in timeouts for as old as they are, so 1 minute for each age. So he's 2, so 2 minutes. And honestly, I'd be leaving him in timeout longer, depending on what mood I'm in and, how much of a fool he's acting. If he's screaming, crying, all that, I'll leave him in there longer. But I found that if you're trying to get him or your kid to do an activity like cleaning his room, leaving him in a timeout for just the 2 minutes is really beneficial, because it's like, okay, they get the point. They're doing something they're not supposed to be. They're going to, take a timeout and then get out and make sure that's the first thing they do. And I feel like that has really worked for me. I really am happy with doing timeouts. My mom, she used to give us timeouts. She used to give us hand-to-butt talks. That's what she called it, spanking. And I definitely learned my lesson from getting spanked. But I don't want to hit my son. I mean, I've hit him twice. I've spanked him twice because he did some outlandish stuff. Just throwing toys that are way too hard to be throwing, But, I would say other than those 2 times, I always give him timeouts. But like I said, it's easy for us. I can understand why a timeout wouldn't work for everybody, but it does work for us, girl. So yeah, just cleaning his room. I feel like these are the little things that don't really get talked about, is clean, how much you got to clean your kid's room. You don't think about that stuff when you're just having the baby. I think you think about, when they're a newborn and breastfeeding and all the little knacks and like the trendy stuff, on YouTube. You don't really think about like those toddler ages when they are becoming little people. You literally have to teach them everything, girl. You got to teach them how to clean, how to pick up. You have to teach them what to do, what not to do, what to throw, what not to throw, as you see, like I'm throwing things, and me throwing things could teach him to throw things, not just when he's picking up. Like clearly I'm throwing things to put into the basket, but now he sees mommy's throwing, so now, okay, I can throw things. Like oh my gosh, girl, it is a lot. It is a lot. You are totally responsible for these little kids, and I'm not complaining. I love it. I'm just saying these are the things that don't get talked about on YouTube, or at least I don't really see much of it. Like, we don't talk about what it's like to discipline our toddlers and showing our toddlers how to clean up, because if I don't teach him how to clean up, he's not going to learn how to clean up. If I don't teach him how not to be a slob, he's not going to learn how to not to be a slob. And honestly, I'm a slob. Like, if I'm honest, I am a messy person. And I thought by the time I had kids, I would have got my shit together, finding random stuff around the house. But yeah, I would have thought I got my stuff together, but, that wasn't the case. This little boy came, and he was not an accident. He was planned, believe it or not, but I really didn't plan like I should have. And I'm a messy person, but now I'm trying to get into this groove of like, okay, I have a son, man. Like, I got kids. Like, I need him to learn how to take care of himself. And the only way he's going to do that is if I show him. But anyways, these are things you have to think about when you think about becoming a mom, because it doesn't stop. It's 24/7, and it's on your shoulders. So something I wanted to point out here is he's crying right now. He was just messing with the light switch, and I told him to stop. He wanted to cry. So now he's getting on his bed and he's doing something he knows he's not supposed to be doing. Like, he knows he's not supposed to be doing this. And instead of kind of like yelling at him and making matters just angrier, instead, what I like to do with him is I like to ask him for help. So I'll say, "Can you help me put this down?" And I'll have him help me rather than like yell at him and tell him no. It's better to like try to get him involved in the activity rather than just like yelling at them and telling them no, if that makes sense. And he got me cracking up. He just walked off with his head down low and a frown because he couldn't get something. He's so cute. So you'll see here now he's acting up. This is what they call those terrible twos, man. It's just a spiral. Once they have a bad attitude, it just keeps going. It just keeps going. But I'm not really trying to deal with him in this moment. As a mom, you really have to learn how to choose your battles. And for the most part, his room's clean. I'm just getting his dirty clothes picked up, and I'm kind of giving them back to him and asking him, "Can you put it in the basket? Can you put it in the basket?" And he's actually going out and putting it in the basket. So I'm not freaking out. It's just you have to choose your battles as a parent. And right now, I'm okay with him doing what he did. Honestly, I am. And I'm okay with him playing and doing what he's doing because I'm just trying to get this room cleaned up. At some point, I just have to keep going. Otherwise, we're going to be in here all day. So now we're just playing around, throwing toys, making a mess of his room all over again because that is what it means to be a mom and have a kid. I hit him dead in his eye and he got mad, but you see what I mean? I'm such a kid at heart. I love having a son. It's the best thing in the world. I love playing with him. Love it, love it, love it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.